It's only a game. Why is it just to be mad?
Hello, Puckers, and welcome back to the NHL Trade Deadline edition of the Energy Line podcast with your host, as always, Andrew. And, of course, I'm joined with the lovely Nick and fuckboy Vince.
Hey, I'm here. I know.
You're a fuckboy.
And the trade deadline has passed about 2 hours ago, Eastern time. It's 5 p.m. right now. And boy, oh boy, was it exciting. My favorite trade of the night was, or the day, I guess, was when the Tampa Bay Lightning traded Steven Stamkos to Toronto for Brendan Shanahan because Steve Yzerman wanted to play hockey again with his best friend.
I don't know. I really liked the trade where Montreal traded Michel Therrien for Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, I like the one where they traded Carey Price, Pacioretty, and PK Subban for Vincent Lecavalier.
And a first.
I also like the trade where the Bruins traded Louis Eriksson. Oh, wait, that didn't happen. Oh, my God. Anyways, we have some trades to go through before we get to the trade deadline, but they're pretty much trade deadline trades. You know, they happened like 3 days ago, essentially. Literally right after Nick and I finished our last podcast last week, Washington Capitals picked up Mike Weber for a 2017 third-round pick from the Buffalo Sabres. So that's a good depth pickup for them. Don't know if he's going to play much. I know John Carlson's injured, so he might get some playing time in the season. But playoff time, he's probably the seventh defenseman, I would say. I assume. I don't know much about Mike Weber. I know he was like pretty much 6th, 7th defenseman in Buffalo, right?
Yeah, something like that.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Vince knows. Vince isn't here anymore. He lagged out. Great.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
You are here? Okay.
No, he was a 6th, 7th defenseman in Buffalo.
Philip Larson goes to Vancouver for a 5th-round pick from the Edmonton Oilers, I should say. So big whoop, who cares? I don't even know who Philip Larson is. We'll get to an actual big trade. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go through all the crappy trades first, so we can just get them all out of the way. St. Louis Blues pick up Anders Nielsen from the Edmonton Oilers for 5th-round pick, and goalie Nicholas Lundstrom. Never heard of him. Where else do we have here? Oh,
how about
when did that happen?
What?
The 27th, just like a giant
the
AHL trade
between the
Ottawa and Buffalo.
Yeah. Well, obviously it happened the 27th.
Jason Atkinson, Phil Verone, Jerome Gauthier-Leduc, and a conditional draft pick for Michael Sadeo, Alex Guptill, Cole Schneider, and Eric Odell. So, no, I don't remember that. There's probably a reason for that.
I just saw a bunch of minor league names. I'm like, all right, not reading into that.
Chris Bourque goes, or Ryan Bourque, I said, goes to Washington, probably going to play with his brother Chris Bourque in the Hershey Bears. The Rangers get Chris Brown in that return, so I'm sure Rihanna will be happy about that. I had to. I couldn't help it. Yeah. In today's trades, for the trades that don't really matter, Dennis Robertson goes to Carolina for goalie Drew McIntyre, who goes to Chicago. Big whoop. Anything else? Connor Allen to the Wild for Michael Keranen to the Ottawa Senators. Yeah. And that's about it for the bad. Taylor Beck from the Colorado Avalanche. The New York Islanders get Marc-Andre Cliché. Brett Sutter to the Los Angeles Kings. The Wild get Scott Sabourin. So
Michael Keranen to Ottawa. For Connor Allen. I'm not sure if that's
we already said that one. It's for some reason listed twice on this website.
Jack fifth for Trop.
Oh, yeah.
And then Patrick Maroon for a mid-round pick, apparently.
Yeah.
So Edmonton gets Patrick Maroon, and the Ducks get a mid-round pick. Now we can get to the actual trades that matter. Sorry to all those players who don't matter, but it's the truth. Come on now. Nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Here we go. Biggest trade probably of the deadline, I would assume, would be the Andrew Ladd trade.
Yeah.
Debatable. Somebody might say it was something else that we'll get to in a second. But Andrew Ladd goes to Chicago with defenseman Jay Harrison and forward Matt Frazier. Good old Matt Frazier. He was part of that. He was part of the Flippin' Tyler Seguin deal.
Yes, he was.
So, yeah. Great hockey player. Oh, yeah. tremendous upside. So much upside that he's been stuck in the AHL all season long, and since he's been in Boston, essentially. Anyways, the Jets get Marco Dano, who's a prospect, but he's in the NHL right now, but he's still young. 2016 first-round pick and a 2018 conditional third-round draft pick. That I think could go up to a second pick or something, if I'm not mistaken.
No. If it's a third-round, they get the third-round pick if the Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. If they do not, then there's no second pick.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I have Blackhawks won this deal hands down.
Yeah, you get Andrew Ladd back.
Oh yeah,
obviously you're gonna win a deal.
You're getting a first round pick that's probably going to be 30th.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean,
if not 29th, if not like 25th or so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a low first round pick.
Yeah.
And I mean, Marco Dano, it's hard to. I mean, he has a lot of potential. They say. We saw a little stint of that in Columbus last year. And I mean, he looked good, but we'll see. He's only, 20 years old? So he's
still very young.
He's still very young. Got plenty of time to grow.
Yeah. But Andrew Ladd's just going to flip it. He's going to help the Blackhawks out so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need that big forward to play left wing with Hossa and Taves. Well, when Hossa comes back.
Yeah. They're going to. It just blows my mind. It's like you see the Blackhawks, and it's like, all right, look at all these stars. How do they have cap space?
It doesn't make any sense at all. And this isn't like they even finished off here with just Ladd.
Isn't in this deal the Jets retained 36% of Andrew Ladd's contract?
Still, man, it's still crazy to think that they have, because usually Stanley Cup contenders. Look at Washington; they have like
no cap
maybe
space.
$1 million in cap space going into the trade deadline. And the Blackhawks are just like, whatever. Everyone's going to give us perfect deals so we can be a better team.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, their GM, they just know how to retool.
Oh, yeah, Stan Bowman, man.
Yeah, oh, man.
The best GM in the league, by far.
Yeah, I would have to say.
Yeah, well, we'll continue with the Blackhawks here. They deal off Rob Scuderi to the Los Angeles Kings, so they get rid of a slow old defenseman, and they bring Christian Ehrhoff, a slow old defenseman. Christian Ehrhoff a bit more of a scoring touch, but that's not saying much because Rob Scuderi barely ever puts the puck in the net.
Yeah.
So, there's Christian Ehrhoff though. It's been a while. He's getting up there in age, but more of like a depth trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like I'd rather have this German guy over this Canadian guy, I guess. It's very strange trade, honestly. It's kind of like swapping the same player.
Kinda.
Almost.
I feel like LA wanted this deal more than Chicago did, because I'm pretty sure Scuderi used to play for the Kings.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I believe he was there when they won their first cup.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So, not to be done just yet. The Blackhawks. Also, I'll let Nick take care of this one. He's a fan. Yeah,
the Chicago Blackhawks acquired not only Dale Weiss, but Thomas Fleischmann as well from Montreal for Philip Deneau and a second-round pick in 2018.
Yep.
So, this is probably the most boneheaded deal I've seen Bergevin do in a long-ass time. Not only do you trade both of our main trade chips for one prospect, and one pick. The pick you get is 2 years down the line. The only way I could see this, I understand this, is, we can maybe reship that into a deal for another player next year or the year after. But,
On the plus side, it's probably better to do it later, because right now Chicago's a really good team.
Yeah.
Next year they'll probably be a really good team. The year after that, 2018, you never know. There could be cap issues. They might not be as good as they are, but let's face it, the Chicago Blackhawks are going to be in the playoff hunt for decades. As long as they have Kane and Taves.
Yeah.
So,
and Bowman's the GM.
Yeah. This Philip Deneau guy, third, fourth liner at best, they said. So
something like that. I'm not sure. I think he was playing with Pat Shreddy and Plekanec the other night. I might be completely wrong of who he was playing with, but it's, I guess, whatever.
We'll see.
I think he's playing tonight with Byron and Delarose. So
it's a very typical Canadians trade where they trade to get a French prospect or a French player to come to Montreal.
Yeah, in saying that I don't know. I don't know who Dano is, and
It's like you
I
could
would-
have a really good second line forward, or you could have a third, fourth liner Frenchman for the same deal, and they'll take the third, fourth liner Frenchman every time.
probably yeah. All I know is that I would have rather it just been Weiss or Fleischman than both for one pick, or one player and one pick. But that's just me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a
Very.
weird deal. I thought they could have got at least 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I would have taken 2 seconds over this Philip Dano guy. I don't know much about him, but you never know. Apparently, he's got good hockey IQ, so maybe he'll be a good shutdown forward for you guys in
Yeah.
the future.
Apparently, Bergevin has been after him for a good while. He drafted him while he was with the Blackhawks.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to just get into this real quick. Probably the worst trade of the trade deadline the entire year. Goalie James Reimer to the San Jose Sharks with Jeremy Morin. To Toronto goes goalie Alex Stalock, forward Ben Smith, and a 2018 conditional 4th round draft pick. James Reimer,
Yeah.
a bona fide starting goalie. Don't give a fuck what anyone says. That guy's a bona fide starting goalie in the NHL. If he could take the Toronto Maple Leafs that had such crappy teams into the playoffs, he's literally, the trade was for a 4th round pick.
Yeah. But
That's terrible.
I feel like the reason why it was Reimer over Bernier is literally who is going to take Jonathan Bernier at this point?
Well, because Reimer is UFA at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's
Bernier's
true.
not, so.
That's also true, but this is what a friend of mine says, like, well, why did they get rid of Reimer? Why didn't they get rid of Bernier? It's like, he has a year more time on his contract. His contract is bigger than Reimer's. Reimer's a UFA, so he's a rental. Reimer could always come back. So it's like, whatever.
If Reimer comes back, it's not so bad of a deal because whatever, you got some random crap for him, you know?
Yeah.
But if he doesn't come back, it's just terrible.
Yeah, they really have to hope that Reimer comes back.
Because I honestly wouldn't be surprised if James Reimer takes the starting role from Martin Jones.
Yeah. You know what the silliest thing is? The same friend literally said right after the deal, Sharks gonna win the cup, man. Gotta get a Sharks Reimer jersey.
Yeah, okay. The Sharks don't have a chance.
No, they don't.
The Sharks are the choke symbol for the NHL in the playoffs. We all know that.
The Sharks are lucky that everyone in the Pacific sucks besides the top 3 teams, all the California teams. The rest are all terrible.
Yeah.
Like, if there was someone barking at their heels, I don't think they'd make the playoffs. But the fact that literally they can't fall out, that I think Vancouver's the closest in the Pacific, and they're 10 points back. So
Yeah, something like that.
it's kind of ridiculous.
Is it really that bad?
It's that
I haven't even
bad.
checked the standings.
It's that bad. Yeah, it just blows my mind. Toronto's done a really, really good job though, getting picks and whatever. So whatever. I just can't believe they get rid of James Reimer for that cheap, or for the fact that people would just offer such a bad package for James Reimer.
Yeah.
But good on the Sharks. Now they got 2 bona fide number ones. Actually, 1 bona fide number one, and then the other one's Martin Jones. That's true. He's still not a bona fide number one. He's had a couple of good games. He's had a couple of bad games, you know, so he's still shaky. We'll see. Florida Panthers get Yuri Hidler. That's a big pickup for them. He's not having as great a year as he did last season, but, you know, it's a good depth pickup for sure. He could pretty much be on the first line if he plays like he did last season. And the Calgary Flames get a 2016 second-round draft pick and a 2018 fourth-round draft pick. So I'd say that's a fair deal.
Yeah,
For both sides.
Wait, I just want to go back to the comment. Who's he taking off on the first line?
You're a Hidler?
Yeah.
I said potentially first line, depending on how he plays. I see him more as a second liner, if anything.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, your first line. Oh, Huberdeau got injured, but your first line was Huberdeau, Barkov, Yager. You're not getting
messing with that.
That's the first line. That's it.
But he's also a Czech native, so you never know. Him and Yager might be gold together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the deal. I think it's a good deal for both teams.
It's really nice seeing Florida being buyers instead of sellers every year.
Yeah, I really hope they go far in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd like to see them play Washington in the conference finals. It'd be something different. Instead of seeing Montreal or Tampa.
Is that even possible?
It It's definitely
Yeah, okay, yeah. Florida's in the Atlantic. For some reason, I always think Florida's in the other division.
No.
They're in the Atlantic, yeah. Yeah, it's possible that could happen.
Mhm.
I'm so used to... They've always been in the Atlantic. I don't know why I always thought they were with Washington for some reason. I'm insane.
no. I think it's because you thought that because before the combination of the divisions, the Florida Panthers were in the Southeast Division with Washington,
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
Atlanta, Tampa, and
Oh, yeah,
Carolina.
I remember those days.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so good deal for both teams. Panthers obviously getting a bit more scoring touch and a veteran as well, so that's helpful. They're not done just yet, though. They pick up Teddy Purcell from the Edmonton Oilers for the 2016 third-round draft pick.
Newfie boy.
Yeah, Purcell going back to Florida. Obviously, he was in Tampa Bay a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's playing for the enemy, air quotes, because there's no rivalry between those two teams.
Nope.
At all, which you think there should be, but there isn't.
Maybe there will be in the playoffs when they play each other.
That would be interesting. Imagine all the fan that would be at that game.
All the fan, all the air conditioning.
That's a good pickup. Another depth pickup for sure. Big body too, so
Yeah.
something they could use. Also, they pick up Jacob Kindle from the Red Wings for a 2017 6th-round pick. Man, he's fallen, eh?
Yeah, he is.
I remember he was supposed to be a big deal, like when he first came into the league, and now, not so much. So that's more of a depth defenseman, I guess. If someone gets injured, they could just throw him in the lineup. He's a big body as well, so
Trade a lot of his salary too.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they got Willie Mitchell that's injured for Florida, and he's still like a 7th defenseman for them.
Yeah. No surprises, though. Pittsburgh Penguins doing penguin things. Trading for Justin Schultz for a 2016 third-round pick that goes towards the Edmonton Oilers. Why? You need defense? You pick up the worst defenseman in the league.
Well, Ben Lovejoy is supposed to miss extended period of time.
Still, I'd rather put a forward at defense than put Justin Schultz at defense right now. He's been one of the worst players in the league this year.
I forget what I was watching, but that he did say you trade for the worst player.
Yeah, it was on TSN.
There wasn't TSN. That's right. It was. Yeah. The worst player.
The worst player in the NHL.
In the NHL, yeah. Not even harsh. The worst defenseman. The worst player. Yeah, that's hurt.
Hopefully for Schultz, because Edmonton is the youngsters' graveyard. But hopefully for Schultz, he could get his game back together. Because I remember when he was the hot property.
Of Anaheim.
Yeah, that's right.
And Toronto wanted him as the main part of the deal that...
He wasn't on Anaheim. He's always been on Edmonton.
No, he was on Anaheim before.
No.
He was an Anaheim prospect.
No, he was in college. He was straight from college, Justin Schultz.
Yeah, but he was a prospect of Anaheim, wasn't he?
No, I think you're thinking of Nick Schultz.
Because I was thinking of him too.
Keep talking. I'll see. I'll look it up.
I seen online they were talking about the trade that sent Jake Gardner to the Leafs. That it was between Justin Schultz and Jake Gardner, and Anaheim was adamant keeping.
He was selected by Anaheim Ducks in the 2nd round.
Aha! I win.
Look at you.
So
I don't remember. I just remember him coming straight out of college.
Yeah,
going right to Edmonton.
Drafted by the Anaheim Ducks, Schultz was unable to come to terms on a contract with the team.
Okay. Well, they dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah.
During the last week of May 2012, Schultz officially re-registered from the University of Wisconsin, triggering a process that made him an unrestricted free agent.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Ass.
And then on June 30th, he agreed to a 2-year entry-level contract with Edmonton. So there you go.
Yeah, so the Leafs did dodge a bullet there. They got Jake Gardner as an all-right defenseman for them. One of their better ones. But, yeah.
I don't get the Penguins.
Yeah.
Who's Rutherford, right? That's their general manager? Jim Rutherford?
I think so.
I believe. Oh my god, that guy's so dumb. I don't understand it. You got Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, who shouldn't be there. You should have traded him like 4 years ago and made a team around Sidney Crosby. You do nothing. You bring in these lackluster wingers to play with Crosby. You get rid of all your prospects. You have no defensive core at all. Your goalie's Marc-Andre Fleury, who's hit or miss on his best days.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, you're just wasting. Like when they went to the Cup finals and then lost and went back and then won them, those were freaking good teams from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first of all, your top 3 centers, I believe, were Crosby, Malkin, and Jordan Staal.
Mm-hmm.
You had Max Talbot, who was phenomenal.
Yep.
You know, it's just ridiculous. Your defensive core is pretty good at that time as well.
Yep.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, how the mighty have fallen.
I just don't get how dumb you can be. Some owner or general managers.
I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. The New York Rangers pick up Eric Big Man Stahl. No surprises here. Eric Stahl going from one brother to another. Going to play with Mark Stahl. Carolina getting Oleski Saralea, I guess. Sarella? Goddamn.
Literally,
Finnish bastard.
no clue who he is.
2016 is he even Finnish? I'm not even sure. With that name, I'm assuming he is. 2016 second round pick and a 2017 second round pick, and I think that is. I'm not sure who the prospect is, but 2 seconds I think is a real good deal for Eric Stahl. He's been pretty lackluster.
So the prospect is only it's only 19 years old. He is Finnish. You're right.
Yeah, yeah, I figured with that name.
Finnish centerman.
Yeah,
19 years old. You're right. Just got pretty good numbers. He's playing in the SM Liga right now for Asshat. That's the name of the team. I swear to God.
I always love that team's name.
Yeah,
Asshat.
When I'd be playing in an NHL, I just say ass on the scoreboard.
46 games played, 31 points. That's pretty damn good for a 19-year-old in a men's league.
Yeah.
Honestly, instead of playing junior, so he could be a pretty good prospect for them, center/left wing. So yeah, I'm giving that deal to freaking Carolina, especially if Eric Stahl comes back to them in the offseason, which is a high possibility.
Is Eric Stahl a UFA this season?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. That's the reason why they traded him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think he will come back.
Probably not.
If I were the Hurricanes, I wouldn't sign him because apparently he wants like over $6 million and he's probably worth like 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely having a
Carolina
down season.
looking. Yeah.
Dude, he hasn't had a good season since they won the Cup.
Yeah.
I swear. He hasn't been. Honestly, like the last time I could remember him being like a dominant force is when the Hurricanes knocked out the Bruins in like 2010, I think it was, or 9 or whatever the hell it was, when Scott Walker punched Aaron Ward in the face. Still remember that, you son of a bitch. Sucker punched him right in the face. But yeah, that was like the last time I can remember Eric Stahl being good. So yeah, like 6 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
Give or take. But I'm sure he'll help out the Rangers. I'm not going to like shit all over Eric Stahl. He's only 31 years old.
Yep.
So, he's still got tons of time.
Yeah.
But usually, you start tippering off around 40 or 40, 34, I meant to say. Jeez. Maybe if you're Jagger, you start tipping off around 40. But yeah, around like 34, I guess. Like the good players, anyways, they'll start declining a bit around that age. But another big body. You got Eric Stahl and Rick Nash on your team. Like 10 years ago, people would die for that.
Yeah. Just realized that
That's 10 years.
that Eric Stahl was 21 when he won the Cup.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yep.
Yep.
His name was Tyler Seguin.
Yeah,
Nope.
but
We won't go there.
we will.
What do you guys think about this trade?
He was traded a while ago, Tyler Seguin. We're not talking about him.
Yeah, we're talking about Eric Stahl. What do you think about the trade?
That was pretty good for both sides, I guess. Seems like a very New York thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a New York trade through and through.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with you, Andrew, that Hurricanes definitely made out with this deal. And, now that Eric Stahl goes to New York, the pressure's on him. I mean, you're expecting him to play to the caliber player you think he is. And this year, it's been rough for him.
We're cruising along on the idea that, I'm on a meh team. I can play meh and still stand out.
It's also strange because, you could be like, oh, well, it's Carolina. He's not really surrounded by talent, which is true. If Jeff Skinner never got his head rocked, maybe that'd be a different case. But they're they're doing all right. The Hurricanes, for what they have, they're doing a lot better than expected. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They're in a play. They're still technically in the playoff hunt for the wild card.
Yes.
So you never know. They might imagine if the Hurricanes got in, they eliminated the Rangers.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god!
But I'm pretty sure they'd have to eliminate.
I doubt that's.
First.
I doubt that's happening.
It'd be hilarious though. Jordan Staal eliminates his brothers. He's no good either. He's been very bad since he's joined the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I heard.
Who?
Jordan Staal.
Oh, he had a good run just recently. I felt like every time I looked at the score, Jordan Staal with a goal, Jordan Staal with an assist.
Yeah, but compared to how he was in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah. I mean. All right, fair enough.
Hurricanes not done. They continue to get rid of their UFAs. They send Chris Versteeg, who gets traded at every deadline, to the Los Angeles Kings. So there's another depth forward for the LA Kings. The Hurricanes get Valentin Zykov and a conditional 5th-round pick. Never heard of him.
I've heard of him, but he was a draft pick. I think he was drafted 35th overall, I believe, in the 2013 or 14 entry draft. The one where
37th overall, 2013 LA Kings.
Yeah, because I remember seeing on Twitter that Sykov was one of the players that Montreal was looking at to draft that year, but they went with McCarron, then Delarose, and Foucault.
Seems like they won that so far because I never heard of the Zykov guy.
Yeah, he's got good numbers. Yeah. Well, in the QMHL, he's got good numbers.
Yeah.
The QMJH, yeah.
Yeah, which I can't remember what team he played for in the Q.
Drakkar?
Oh, the Baie-Comeau.
Yeah.
Anyways,
they're horrible this year.
They're horrible every year.
No, they were no, I mean the Drakkar. They were pretty good a few seasons ago. Now they're last place in the Q.
Los Angeles.
He won. He won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
So like Kings, they got Versteeg, which will help, obviously. Washington Capitals picking up Daniel Winnick. Did Winnick go to Nashville last season?
He went to Pittsburgh last season, didn't he?
Pittsburgh? That's what it was.
Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't care. So now he's going over to Washington, and then they also got a 5th-round pick in the deal.
Yeah, that was once Anaheim's.
The Toronto Maple Leafs get Brooks Lake, Connor Carrick, and a 2016 2nd-round pick. Once again, filling up those freaking draft picks. It's insane how many they have right now.
Yeah.
They're going to be so good in like 5 years. It's going to be scary. If they play it right. You never know. It's the Maple Leafs.
I feel like Lou Lamoriello will play it better than what Nonas and... Well, I can't really say like what Berkey did because the team that went to the playoffs that one year, that was Berkey's team.
Yeah, and then they just ruined it.
And then they ruined it and...
Just burned it to the ground.
Burned it to the ground.
Yeah. That still blows my mind, the fact that he brings them to the playoffs, like completely gets them there, and they're like, man, we need goaltending.
Yeah.
We
need to make sure
that
that last 5-minute collapse never happens again.
Oh, God. Anyways, the Maple Leafs get Connor Carrick, who's a pretty good prospect defenseman. Brooks Lake, oh, man, I feel so bad for the guy.
Yeah.
So bad. I really like Brooks Lake.
I do too.
He gets put on waivers at first, and it's like, oh, man, he's getting sent down. They have no room for him. Then he gets traded to the Leafs of all teams. And it's like, he's been such a warrior for the Capitals year after year after year. And he's not a bad player. He put up points for them as well. And then, the Capitals are looking like they're the Stanley Cup favorites, and now he's playing in Toronto.
Yeah. Did you see what Ovechkin had tweeted about Lake after he got traded?
No.
He said something along the lines like, we got into the NHL or the league around the same time. It's sad to see you go, brother.
Yeah, well, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Likey boy. Daniel Winnick is pretty much the same player as Brooks Lake, honestly. I think Brooks Lake is a bit more of a nasty little bugger, though, than Daniel Winnick is. But yeah, both good trades for each team. Is Brooks Lake a UFA this season, or is he UFA next season?
I think he's UFA this season.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think this season.
It would have been better if he was next season. The Toronto Maple Leafs could have traded him next season for picks.
Yeah.
good trade for both teams, obviously. So Maple Leafs doing what they had to do, just get rid of the UFAs, and they've been doing that. Did I bring up the Sergei Plotkinov trade? I think I did.
Yeah,
Right?
No, you did not.
I did not.
All right,
I was wondering why when you saying minor league deals, because I didn't really know of.
That's not minor league.
It's pretty minor league.
Yeah, it was the first trade of the day, though. The 15 minutes.
If anyone was up at 9 o'clock in the morning or early on to see all the trades, that was the trade for about a good 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. It was terrible. I woke up at 9 a.m.
Thickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad. That's how the trade deadline started and almost ended like that for a couple of trades. Literally, I think there were 6 trades before it would hit 3. There's a couple of trades that came after, which we'll get into. But yeah, Sergei Plotnikov to the Coyotes for Matthias Placha and a 2017 conditional 7th-round pick. So yeah, good on you, Pittsburgh, for getting rid of a prospect for a guy I never heard of and a crappy draft pick.
Yeah, that's conditional. Apparently the condition is if he re-signs with Arizona, then they get a 7th-round pick.
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez, that's a great condition.
So move on to a bigger deal. The Colorado Avalanche trying to bolster up their team to go on to a little bit of a cup run here. They're still sitting on the bubble there in the wild card. They picked up Mikhail Bodker from the Arizona Coyotes. They traded Alex Tanguay, Connor Bleakley, and defenseman Kyle Wood for him. Obviously, he's going to be a rental. I don't see Mikhail Bodker signing with the Avalanche. I don't see why they'd want to sign him after, because they don't really need forwards. But Tongay's career is probably coming to an end, would be my guess.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Getting up there in age.
Connor Bleakley is a pretty decent prospect. I'm not too sure about Kyle Wood. So, people were always like, Bodker, you got Louis Eriksson, then you had Bodker was like the second forward, which is pretty sad. Because Mikhail Bodker, he's okay. He's never scored 20 goals in his life.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I thought he would at least have done it once. But
maybe he'll do it this season.
Well,
they have him, as I've heard, they have him skating on a line with Langdon Scott and McKinnon is going to be the line. That's
going to be fast.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of speed. That's scary. But they when it comes to playoffs, how do you win championships?
Defense.
Yeah. So good luck, Colorado.
As they showed in TSN today, it was the last 6. I think it was the last 6 Stanley Cup winners, and they were all first or second in goals against average.
Yeah.
And then goals for was, I think they had LA there. Yeah, LA there was twice, and they were like 29th for goals for and like 26th.
Yeah.
When they won.
Yeah. Well, the first time they won, they were like eighth seed, but the second time was much more like they were a more dominant team than I guess through the regular season.
Yeah.
I think the last time a team that had a +5, in the top 5 goals for was the Bruins in 2011.
Yep.
But anyways, Bodker to Colorado, that should help, I guess, get more offense for a team that wasn't struggling for offense to begin with. Strange deal. I don't really get it, but
it'll definitely add more speed. And I think what the one thing is that Bodker, a lot of his points has come on the power play, so I think they're trying to ignite the power play for them.
It's possible. Dallas Stars pick up Chris Russell. He was a big fish in the trade market. The Calgary Flames get Jyrki Jokipaka. I guess.
Yeah, you got it.
Forward Brett Pollock, who plays in the Western Hockey League, and a conditional 2016 second-round pick. Flames fleeced them.
They did.
They fleeced the Stars big time.
Yeah, big time. And with that condition, if the Dallas wins their 2 playoff rounds and Chris Russell plays in 50% or more, that second round pick goes up to a first.
Yeah. And it's possible that might happen.
You never know.
I think that's crazy.
It is crazy.
I think it was also funny during this trade that Pollock was playing a game when the trade happened, so you didn't even know he was traded.
Yeah, he was playing with the Will Kings. Was it the Will Kings? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had like the cameras on them and everything. It was pretty funny looking. Those jerseys are butt ugly, by the way. Oh my god, they're like black and like super neon green. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Chris Russell though, like not to say he's bad, he's really going to help the Stars. He's a really good, he blocks a lot of shots, smart with a stick. So it's going to help them out to actually have a defenseman playing defense for them instead of having forwards playing defense as what's his face, the Swedish boy. I can't remember his name for my life. Yeah, Klingberg.
Yeah.
So it is a good deal in the short term for Dallas because they need a defense. They really needed it. But in the long term, Jyrki Jokipaka is going to be good. I think he's pretty much almost equal to Chris Russell, and he'd probably be a bit better than Chris Russell in a couple of years. The conditional pick, especially if he gets to it first, then it's a definite steal.
Oh yeah.
I'm not too sure about Brett Pollock, but I in the long run, the Flames won this for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially if the Stars manage to make it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be tough because aren't they in the same division as Chicago?
Central. Yep.
Yeah,
And
so-
Nashville and St. Louis.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting try to get the condition. Try to beat St. Louis or Nashville and then try to beat Chicago or St. Louis or Nashville.
Is Colorado in Central or are they in Pacific?
They're Central.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, they're like as always. Central's occupying the two. No, Central are occupying the two wildcard slots again this year.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I was saying. I was just making sure. For some reason I thought they're Pacific, but I'm like, that's impossible. They can't be Pacific. Anyway, speaking of Colorado, they pick up defenseman Eric Jelena from the New Jersey Devils for a third-round pick. Bit of a shocker. Wasn't expecting him to get traded. I thought he was really good. Apparently he isn't. I haven't been paying attention to the Devils lately, and apparently he's been a healthy scratch, so healthy season pretty much in and out of the lineup. I remember him like a season ago or 2 seasons ago, he was like the guy in New Jersey.
Oh, he was. You're absolutely right on that. He, what was it? He was big on the power play last year, I think it was. I'm trying to get the stats in front of me, but he was big on the power play last year.
Yeah.
Just coming, or 2 years ago, was it? I don't know. I just know that he was the guy.
I just remember all the hype around him.
Yeah.
This guy's so good. And now he's traded for a third-round pick to Colorado, and it's just okay.
Yeah, next year too. For next year. Yeah. But
It's strange.
yeah,
But he's only 24, so he's still.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so-
like prime age for a defenseman, honestly. It's when they like really start getting into it. Unless they're like Aaron Ekblad and they're a freak of nature and they're phenomenal at 18 years old.
yeah. But that's not all that New Jersey did today. Do you want to go over their next deal, or should I skip ahead to?
I have deals in front of me right now still that I got to get to.
Yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The
I
Ducks
thought the next one was.
No. The Ducks get Brandon Peary for a 6th-round pick. How the hell did they pull that off? Florida traded Brandon Peary for a 6th-round pick.
I have no idea.
Weren't they trying to get a second out of him?
Yes.
Yeah,
How did they get that far down? It's like third, fourth, please.
I have no
take
idea.
a fifth.
Well, weren't you telling me, Andrew, that the GMs were buddies? Was that it?
Yeah, apparently. I heard there was like rumors that people weren't too sure about Brandon Peary just because he's had like a lingering injury or something, so that might have something to do with the pick dropping down.
Downgrade.
Yeah, but
all the way to a
for a guy that put 22 goals last
22.
season?
Yep. Yeah, he's all 24 years old.
And what does he have, like 10 this year? I think.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Still 6th round. And then like when I look at the trades that the fucking Bruins made, it just makes me even more angry. But we'll get to that.
11 goals.
11 goals. Okay. That'll help the Ducks out, probably. We'll see. You
Oh,
never
yeah,
know.
it definitely should.
He could be a dud, for all we know, for them. But the New York Islanders get Shane Prince. I never even knew who Shane Prince was until today, honestly.
Oh, really?
Same.
Yeah, I watched Senators games. I've seen them play, and I just never seen his name before.
Jeez, I've always known about him for a few years.
Yeah, the Islanders get Shane Prince. That's their big acquisition. So the Islanders are stupid today. They really should have done something big.
Yeah.
Considering everybody else that's in their division is a better team than they are.
Yeah. And
On
plus,
paper,
on top of
anyways.
that, they
So, yeah,
still haven't moved Travis Hamonic out west like he's
Yeah.
asked for the
Yeah,
past
but-
entire season.
But as soon as he requested that trade, we all knew they weren't going to be able to deal him until the end of the season.
That's true.
It's just not going to happen. You're asking to give a Travis Hamonic, and you're asking for a player of the same caliber in return. And
Dave Trouba.
Yeah, it's all.
Shane Price. I put up a really good deal last week, and I can't remember what it was now. I knew it had to do with Hamonic and Okposo to Winnipeg
For Ladin Dumba or
Yeah.
Ladin Trouba.
Ladin Trouba. Yeah.
I think it was Dumba, actually.
No, it was
said.
Trouba.
Oh.
Dumba's
plays for
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Shane Prince and a seventh round pick, and the Ottawa Senators get a 2016 third round pick. So, okay.
Yeah, I think that deal with the Islanders wanted a second round pick for him, so I think they compromised. Like, all right, we'll give you a third as long as you give us a seventh. I think that's how that went down.
Probably.
I know they wanted a second for Prince.
Jamie McGinn went to the Ducks as well for a conditional third round draft pick. So that's what the Buffalo Sabres get back in return.
Yeah, it's an interesting condition too. It's like so much to it. The Ducks win the first two playoff rounds, and he plays in 50% more of the games. It becomes a second round pick. But if it's a second round pick, it's in 2017. If it remains a third, it's 2016. Just so much going on in that condition.
The Montreal Canadiens picked up Stephane Matteau for Devontae Smith-Pelly. So the Devils get Devontae Smith-Pelly, and the Devontae Smith-Pelly era has already ended in Montreal.
You say that like he was a big stud in Montreal.
Well, I just remember the hype when he came over.
What hype?
all the Canadiens fans after it was Yuri Sakach, right?
It was Sakach,
who hasn't done anything either.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he got traded to Anaheim, then he got traded over to Chicago, put on waivers, and got claimed by Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how that went.
Apparently, every time he's made a change to a team, he dissed the team that he just played for.
That's good.
Boy. That's who you want on your team.
So you got Stephane Matteau. That's a pretty. I was going to put this in the non-notable trades, but since it's Canadians, I felt like we had to bring it up. I don't even think Stephane Matteau is ever going to play an NHL game in his life.
And it makes history, though. It makes history.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like a full season. That's what I meant.
Oh.
What makes history with the trade deadline, because his father is the first father-son duo to be traded at the trade deadline.
At the same time.
Yeah, because his father was traded back in 1994.
His father came back to get traded. This is today. Trade me with my son.
Traded today.
That's the thing
I'm going
is,
with my son to Montreal.
yeah, but the thing is, my on Twitter, every Habs fan I'm following was like all day, do something, get us a top six forward, get us into the playoffs. It's like, guys, what position are we in to get a top six forward?
What are you going to trade
at
for?
all?
Is a better
Who
question.
do we have that we can trade? I don't know, but don't trade Beaulieu. Like,
He's injured anyways.
he's injured, but still, he would probably go for six as a part of a deal. We gotta trade David Desharnais, but not Eller. Can't touch Eller. And then there's other ones that's like, fuck Eller. I'd rather Desharnais. I was like, this.
Fuck both of them. They both suck. Put Galchenyuk at center already, idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right?
Those other
National
Habs
center
fans.
position. Let's go.
Yeah,
Habs fans, funny people.
we are.
Funny people. Not as funny as Bruins fans though, because they are dumb. A lot of them, anyways. Real dumb. So dumb that they think they're equally as dumb as Don Sweeney, because that's where we're going right now. Louis Eriksson was the guy, number one on the trade bait list. He's got over 20 goals. Got he's killing it this year. Best he's played since he's come over to the Boston Bruins in the Tyler Seguin trade. Like I said, UFA, they couldn't get a deal done with them. So what's the logical move?
Must not trade him.
The logical move is to get rid of them, pick up whatever you can, preferably something good, obviously, maybe a defensive prospect or just an actual good defenseman. Rumors were, they were in on Jonas Brodin, but the Wild didn't want to get rid of Brodin. There's Matt Dumba, there's Jacob Trouba rumors, there's Dan Hamhuis rumors, but I don't think it had anything to do with Louis Eriksson, those rumors. He refused to come to Boston anyways.
Yeah.
And instead of getting rid of him, you keep him. Because according to Don Sweeney and dumb Bruins fans, the Bruins are a playoff team, which they are not. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right, you're not going to trade him. At least do something. They don't. And then I'm like, oh, wait, the time runs out, and then they make the 2 trades. The 2 trades they make, however, one of them was okay. The other one is complete ass. The Bruins do their typical trade deadline antics in picking up a shit-tastic defenseman who's 36 years old, who's been jumping around the league. Literally, this is Joe Corvo 2.0. John Michael Lyles to the Boston Bruins for forward Anthony Camara, who probably will never play an NHL game in his life. 2016 third-round pick, which is already too much, and a 2017 fifth-round pick. That is dumb.
All right, I'm gone. See ya. That's it.
That is a dumb deal. I understand the Bruins, they have such a crappy lack of defensive depth. They're 1-2. Their 1-2 is Chara and McQuaid. Adam McQuaid, who's been playing third line D minutes his entire career, is your number 2 guy now.
The thing is, the Bruins, they don't need depth. They have a bunch of guys that can play on the third line defense.
Are you talking about Colin Miller?
Yeah,
who's in the AHL? Because Kevin Miller's a better defenseman, apparently.
Yeah, no, we have plenty of guys. We have Trotman down there.
Trotman sucks.
He could play on at least the third line, But
Trotman sucks bass. He's the worst. What's the Bruins needed was a defenseman.
They
got a defenseman.
But what the Bruins needed was at least a top 4. At least. And I don't see that in Lyles.
No, it's not even close. To be fair, they wanted Hamhuis, but he didn't want to come here, and that definitely would have been easily. He would have been probably our best defenseman, which is sad to say. But
and him and
John
Chara.
Michael Lyles, I'm just thinking about it. What hand is John Michael Lyles? Look that up for me real quick. I think it's left. But
all right.
You have Chara McQuaid. It's either Chara McQuaid or Chara Kevin Miller, because that's usually what they do. Because poor Chara. You got to throw him with, McQuaid's not bad this year. McQuaid's actually been one of our more solid defensemen, so I'm not going to blame him. Kevin Miller, on the other hand, is terrible. Absolute worst. You have Joe Morrow, who's going to lose the spot to John Michael Lyles. I guarantee it. So you're going to have... Your defensive core is going to be Chara McQuaid or Chara Miller, whoever you want to do there. John Michael Lyles, Dennis Seidenberg, and then freaking Krug, who usually plays 20 minutes, so he's technically not a third-line defenseman, but whatever. Krug and Miller or McQuaid, because that's usually who he plays with him as well. That's terrible. That's your defense going in to face off against Steven Stamkos, Kucherov, Ovechkin, Backstrom, John Tavares, Okposo, Eric Stahl, Rick Nash,
Jaromir Jagr, Alexander Barkov.
Oh, God. That's so bad.
He's a lefty.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's 5'10". He's 36 years old.
And you gave up that much.
He's 30. I got 35.
Whatever. He'll be 36 by the time the season ends. So.
No, he won't.
Yeah.
His birthday was November 25th.
Oh, okay. Whatever. That's still too old. He had one good season in Colorado one year, I want to say. So yeah, that's what you do. You go out and you try to get a defenseman, and you end up getting John Michael Lyles because you're too stupid to get Chris Russell. Apparently, well, I don't want Chris Russell anyways, but you're too stupid to trade Louis Eriksson is the real thing. I think that you're a playoff team.
Just went for Matt Dumba,
and then so it's okay, they got John Michael Lyles. That's dumb. They pick up a forward. They pick up Lee Stepniak, who's having a tremendous year in New Jersey. Don't get me wrong. resurgence here for Lee Stempniak. He's got 20 goals, right?
I'm sorry. What's up?
Lee Stempniak has 20 goals, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's
Close
got
to it, at least.
Close to it, at least.
I'm pretty sure it's 20 something, but
I'll get it for you. Don't worry.
he's a right wing, so obviously he's going to take Brett Connolly's spot. Some people will say, "Thank God." I like Brett Connolly playing with Bergeron Marchand. I think he does a really good job. But the fact that he's not scoring, I'm fine with Lee Stempniak being there, and hopefully Jimmy Hayes goes down to the fourth line because Jimmy Hayes sucks ass. I got he's 16 goals, 25 assists. Okay, yeah, so he's putting up points. So I'm not complaining about that.
Yeah, but in his last 13 games, he only has 5 points.
Yeah. 2017 second-round pick and a 2016 fourth-round pick for Lee Stempniak, a guy who was in the Bruins training camp at the beginning of the season, who they said, no, thank you, we're not interested.
That's what bothers me the most about this trade, is that he was in the training camp. He was there. You could have got him, just signed him. You could have kept your picks, whatever. He was there for you. He wanted to play. And you go like, no, we're good. Goes for the New Jersey Devils, lights it up over there, and you're like, I see the error of our ways. Here's a couple picks. We'll take you back. No, you don't do that. You just don't do that. It bothers me.
You know what the Bruins should have done? They should have just traded Louis Eriksson.
Yeah, that's what they should have done. Sell him high.
Because I'm just thinking about it. Like right now, I'm not mad at the Lee Stempniak part. The Jean-Michel Liles part pisses me off. The Lee Stempniak part, I'm okay just because he's got the points. I'm pissed off that they gave him a second round pick. Like really pissed off. That's way too much for Lee Stempniak, especially because he threw in a fourth. If it was just a second round pick, I'd be like okay, but come on now. But the Bruins got a lot of good prospects coming up eventually. It's going to be a while before that happens. But a lot of good players. People will be surprised at all the good prospects they have, honestly.
Yeah, we got a lot.
But the fact that Eriksson wasn't signed is insane to me, and you'd keep him. I don't understand. It's just like, I literally think, I'm going to go all conspiracy theory here, but I literally think it's Charlie Jacobs and whatever the other Jacobs is. I always forget his name. Just going, you know what? They're going to make the playoffs. Let's get that playoff money. Let's sign a couple bums and maybe we'll go past the first round. That's a hard maybe. They'll go past the first round because right now they're sitting in third. You know what that puts them against? Either Florida or Tampa Bay.
Yep, probably Tampa Bay.
Good fucking luck. I'd rather Florida, honestly.
Obviously, but still, good luck.
But yeah, even then,
just because it's Luongo and Nets.
Yeah. But the way I see it, I know what my team's up to. I know we ain't going to make the playoffs. Have fun this year.
If I just words.
I'll probably watch that. See.
I'm not even so mad at the moves they made. I'm mad at the moves they didn't make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just Louis Eriksson because it just keeps going through my mind. It's like next season, he's going to he's gonna leave Boston.
Clearly.
If he doesn't, they're going to sign him to a really dumb deal, and somehow it's either going to be Marchand who's going to be gone next season. If that's the case, oh my God, kill me now. But they could get, because what he wants apparently is 6 years, $6 million. That's what everyone keeps throwing out there. The Bruins apparently offered him like 4 years or 5 years at 5.5 or something, and he declined it. So F the guy.
Yeah,
they should have traded him. Now, if he walks, just think of it this way, Vince, let this sink in. If he walks, the Boston Bruins traded Tyler Seguin for Jimmy Hayes and Joe Morrow.
Oh, trust me, I've already been there.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
Jimmy Hayes and Joe Morrow for Tyler Seguin. That is going to go down as the worst trade in history. If I was about to say Lee Stempniak. Wow, if Louis Eriksson walks.
Yeah. Well, for the Bruins at least, but oh my goodness, that's
in NHL history. That's like top 10 worst trades.
Probably. I don't know. I think Ryan McDonough for Scott Gomez is the worst trade.
I don't think so, dude.
It'll be right up there with the Joe Thornton trade.
The Joe Thornton trade is real bad too. The Bruins are real good at making bad trades.
Oh yeah,
real good, real fucking good.
Oh jeez. It's gonna be like 5-6 years, and we're just gonna be like, how did we not keep Tyler Seguin? This is all we're gonna keep saying for like 5 or 6, probably even 10 years.
I'm not even nervous. I'm not even nervous about the Bruins' future. Like if Eriksson walks, I think they have a basket full of guys that could take his place.
Oh,
honestly.
basket! I agree with you. A lot of young guys in Boston.
I'd rather have gotten something back from him. I hate just letting, especially because we could have got a lot back from him. I don't care. Like, all the people are like, oh, the trade deadline was crap. People were getting like crappy deals, like Pierre getting the 6. But when I look at what Boston traded, and then when I look at what the Calgary Flames got for Chris Russell, you're telling me the Bruins couldn't have got a better package for Louis Eriksson? That's bullshit. They could have gotten a shit ton of stuff for Louis Eriksson. Could have easily gotten a first. Could have easily gotten a roster spot. And could have easily gotten a good prospect. And I would have taken that because I'd rather get something than nothing.
Yeah, that baffles me.
So Bruins are going to win the cup this year because that's how it works. God damn it!
You know what? They have to.
Don Sweeney doesn't win the cup. I'm going to slap him in the face. I'm going to go to Boston and just slap him right across the face.
Yeah.
Especially if he doesn't sign Louis Eriksson to an amazing deal. Because I fear they'll sign him to a deal, they'll have no money for Brad Marchand, and then they're going to trade David Krejci.
Oh, God.
But I just want you to think about this for a quick second. You gave up Phil Kessel for those picks that got you Tyler Seguin and Dougie Hamilton. Neither of those players play for you anymore. And the player that you got for Tyler Seguin is now on the verge of leaving your team.
Yep. Like I said, the Bruins are terrible at trading.
Yeah.
They should stay away from it.
Yep.
I don't know. I think other teams should go towards Boston to get your stuff.
But honestly, they got good deals or good trades in the offseason. Like the Lucic deal was real good.
Yeah.
So,
because that Ned you a first round pick.
I just don't know why they think. I just don't know why they think they're a playoff team. I don't understand it.
They're a team that probably will be in the playoffs.
Well, in that sense, they're a playoff team, but they're not a cup contender.
They're not a cup contender at all.
No way. They give up way too many goals, and as we said earlier, it's a defense that wins championships, and that's not what's in Boston.
No.
Not by a long shot.
It's weird to say.
Yeah, it is weird to say.
Do you honestly believe that the Bruins could keep that spot they have right now in third? You don't think that the Red Wings won't pass them? You don't think another team in the Metro or Atlantic Division would pass the Bruins on top of that?
I think the Bruins are probably going to end up making the playoffs. I have a feeling they're going to, if they're third or a wild card, I feel like they're going to end up making it, and they're just going to get the shit kicked out of them in the first round.
Yeah. If the Bruins do make the playoffs, I will watch that series and I will enjoy the ass kicking.
Well, yeah, because you'll be golfing, so.
Yeah, I'll be golfing, but I know my role. I already know what's happening to me.
You know what's going on.
I'm just gonna enjoy the ass kicking.
It's funny because you look at the next couple games. They got the Flames. And it's like, that should be a fucking win. You don't win that game, then go kill yourselves. And they got the Blackhawks, the Capitals, the Panthers, the Lightning.
Oh my god.
So that's probably 4 losses in a row.
Yeah.
If they can win those 4 games, then I'd be a bit impressed. I'd be like, all right. If they can win 3 out of the 4 of those games, I'd be impressed.
If they can win one, I'd be impressed.
And then, they got Carolina, the Islanders, San Jose, Anaheim, LA, New York Rangers, Florida. So, yeah, they got a real tough March coming up. And the last 5 games of the season are St. Louis, Chicago, Carolina, Detroit, Ottawa. So good luck.
Enjoy the gauntlet.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. So
I might retract my statement then.
I definitely could see Detroit, and I'm gonna actually go see who's right behind them in the.
I kind of hope, honestly, that the Bruins don't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
just so I could be like, "Fuck you, you dumbass! You should have traded Louis Eriksson, you son of a bitch."
I agree. Yeah, I mean, well, you don't make the playoffs, you get a higher pick. That'd be nice.
I really want Jacob Chichorn. I think that's how you say his name. I always forget his name. It's spelled so weird. He's a really good defenseman.
Okay. Detroit's right behind them. 1 point behind them. Then after Detroit...
No, he's in the draft.
Oh, in the draft. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. After Detroit is Pittsburgh with 70 points. They're 4 points below Boston. Then 3 points back of them is Philly and New Jersey. Then Ottawa, Carolina with 66. Then Montreal with 65. And then it's a drop off to Columbus, Buffalo, and Toronto.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's definitely possible Philly, New Jersey, or Ottawa could pass them.
yeah. Well, you got Detroit that's got a game in hand. You got Pittsburgh that has 3 games in hand.
Yep.
So, yeah, it could happen.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Especially considering they're not a playoff team and their defense is terrible.
Yep.
And they just, I literally think they made their defense worse by getting John Michael Lyles.
Yeah.
Joe Corvo 2.0. Thomas Cabriolet. Andre Mazzaros.
I remember
Who else
those.
was there? They picked up someone who was really bad, and I can't remember his name. It just completely blocked out of my mind the last couple.
Irwin. Well, that was the
No,
beginning.
no,
That
I'm
was the
talking
beginning
about like
of
deadline
playoffs.
pickups.
Deadline.
Oh god, it's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, he's so bad too. Joe Corvo, anyways. I used to call him Joe Blovo because he just blows ass. He's like the worst defenseman I've ever seen. But anyways, we'll go biggest losers, biggest winners. Who is your biggest winner in the trade deadline? That's including like the last couple of days. Should be an easy answer.
It's actually not that. It's easy to say Chicago, but you can also put up a good argument for Florida.
Yeah, but I'd say Chicago.
Oh.
I'll play devil's.
I put up a good argument for Carolina being the big sellers.
Yeah, that's true.
They got a lot of picks.
More than one way to win.
Yeah.
I'll play devil's advocate, and I'll say Florida.
Yeah, if we're going buyers, then definitely Chicago. You got Ladd, Fleischman, and Weiss.
We're going sellers. I'm going Toronto, hands down.
I'll go
Toronto
Carolina.
did nothing.
Yeah, but I mean the last couple of days they've done a lot.
And weeks when they got rid of Phaneuf and all that. But
I'm still going with Carolina. They just got so many picks in return. I forget what it is. They have like 12 picks in like the first 3 rounds or something like that.
Yeah, not in the first 3 rounds this year, but like throughout the next few years.
Yeah,
They got a lot
in the first 2 rounds. It is then.
Yeah.
Biggest loser.
Boston.
Whoa! Just popped up on my feed. Nicholas Backstrom from Minnesota got traded
to Calgary for David Jones in the 2016 6th-round pick.
Oh my goodness!
Does he even play anymore?
No, he hasn't played a game all season. I don't think.
He's gonna play now.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, biggest loser.
Boston, because they didn't trade Erickson. You won't just let the main thing they got out of Sagan go.
Biggest trade loser? Yeah, I'm going to have to go to Boston.
See, I'm not going with Boston because they did something. They think in their minds they think they're a playoff team or playoff contender, Stanley Cup contender, and they tried to do something, and that's why they're keeping Erickson. I have to go with the Islanders. The Islanders and the Wild. Especially, like, I look at the Islanders and the Wild. The Islanders, the Rangers got better. Florida's gotten better. All, like, the guys that they're battling with have gotten better, and they did absolutely nothing. Like, nothing. Same goes for the Wild. Colorado is right on your ass.
They're above them right now.
Yeah, but I know, but, they're still in the same kind of hunt.
Yeah.
And that's the team that is probably the team you're going to have to get past to get into that wild card spot. And they pick up a couple guys to help them out, and you just sit there and do nothing. You can't do that. You have to pick up something. You have to pick up Louis Eriksson for Jonas Brody, and you didn't do that. So, F you, Wild. I guess technically they just got David Jones, so that's a thing. But
God.
Anyways, any final words before we end this podcast?
It was a very uneventful, boring trade deadline.
Yeah, it was.
Jennifer Hedger did get hit in the tit with a shirt gun, though, so that was
what was
a highlight.
What was that going? They clocked it. Was it 107 kilometers?
Yeah, like 106, I think they said.
106. Yeah. Hey, she took that right to the chest. And
Yeah, probably won't be the first time.
Yeah, I just saw the recap of the shenanigans that were going on during the
Dude, it was
day.
funny.
I didn't get to see much of it. I think I was home for like an hour for lunch.
TSN for the 6 trades that they got till 3 p.m. They did their best to make it entertaining, and they did an okay job. So
yeah.
I like the
Congrats,
little Iowa Senators race. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, the Prime Minister. Yeah, they had him racing around the studio, and they had him outside in the parking lot.
And then they're dumb people. I love them.
Yeah, and then they got the who was the guy that made it around the whole place?
I have no idea.
I can't think of his name, but he went to each station. He was the trade verdict. He was looking up the trades. He was in the front. He was all over the place. They're moving around. It's like, hey, it's the first time,
All right, so if you guys enjoyed the podcast, if you're watching on the YouTubes, be sure to leave a like. If you want to follow some more things, we have, I'm not even going to mention the Twitter because we don't use it.
Nope.
Facebook.com/EnergyLine Podcast is where you can keep up to date with everything that we do and talk some hockey with us. Of course, we're on Spreaker.com/EnergyLine Podcast, Stitcher as well, iTunes, EnergyLine Podcast. Yeah, so if you did enjoy it, make sure to tell your friends. Let us know what you thought about the trade deadline, and hopefully your team did something good. If they did, let us know. And we will catch you next week with more action, where maybe I'm not so angry about the Bruins, but probably I'm still angry about the Bruins in next week's episode. So until next time, catch you later, Puckers.
Later!
See ya.